Dear students, welcome to today's English class. Last English class, we learned about personal pronouns and indefinite pronouns. Today, we are going to see few activities which we have in our workbook and textbook. While attending this video lesson, I prefer you are having your workbook and English textbook with you. We will be going to see the activities in textbook and in workbook. First, we go to page number 13 of our English workbook. There we have an activity, and so does or neither does. Study the following table. We are given with a table and names like John, Jaya, Jessica, Jabir. Here likes hockey, plays the tabla, has a cycle, wants a dictionary. So by understanding this table, we have to complete the sentences below using and so does and neither does. Here, by looking at the table, we can understand John likes hockey, playing tabla. Jaya likes hockey and wants a dictionary. Jessica plays the tabla, has a cycle. Jabir has a cycle and wants a dictionary. An example is given us. John plays the tabla and so does Jessica. Jabir doesn't play the tabla and neither does Jaya. Now there are 6 questions we have to do it. We shall see how can we do it. John likes hockey and so does Jaya. Jessica doesn't like hockey and neither does Jabir. John doesn't have a cycle and neither does Jaya. Jessica has a cycle and so does Jabir. John doesn't want a dictionary and neither does Jessica. Jabir wants a dictionary and so does Jaya. You can take your own time to complete this activity in your workbook. Now we go to textbook. Just because we have the same kind of activity in page number 25 of our textbook. There also and so does neither does. Look at this table about the likes and dislikes of 2 friends. Here we have only 2 friends, Mayura and Kashmira. Few subjects are given there: English, Hindi, Maths, Physics, Chemistry, History, Geography, Home Science. Luckily, Mayura and Kashmira likes English, whereas they don't like Hindi. Maths, both of them like. Physics they like. Chemistry they like. In case of History, I am sorry. Geography also same, and Home Science also. Now write out the information above in complete sentences using and so does or and neither does. Here also an example is given. Mayura likes music and so does Kashmira. Mayura doesn't like sports and neither does Kashmira. We shall see the answers. Mayura likes English and so does Kashmira. Mayura doesn't like Hindi and neither does Kashmira. Mayura likes Maths and so does Kashmira. Mayura likes Physics and so does Kashmira. Mayura likes Chemistry and so does Kashmira. Very simple. Now onwards, Mayura doesn't like History and neither does Kashmira. Mayura doesn't like Geography and neither does Kashmira. And Mayura doesn't like Home Science and neither does Kashmira. I hope you understood it. This is a usage. Now we have to come back to our workbook. This is in page number 14 of our workbook. punctuation. Use full stops and question marks wherever necessary. We are given with the 5 sentences. How many of our farmers do you think lead a hand-to-mouth life? Wasn't it a good idea to buy this book of R.K. Lakshman's cartoons? Have you ever climbed a mountain? How I managed to complete the task? I don't know. Whether or not she should contest the elections will be decided at the next meeting. We have the answers. First one, how many of our farmers do you think lead a hand-to-mouth life? We have to give a question mark at the end of this. Wasn't it a good idea to buy this book of R.K. Lakshman's cartoon? Question mark. Have you ever climbed a mountain? Question mark. How I managed to complete the task, comma, I don't know, full stop. Whether or not she should contest the elections will be decided at the next meeting, full stop. In page number 14 and 15, we have another activity which is very interesting. I hope you children are very much interested in crossword puzzles. The clues or hints are given in page number 14 and the answers has to be made in page number 15. Here are the answers but not in the right order. Even answers are provided there. We have to just find out which are the answer of 1, 2, 3 up to 9 are there. So kindly read it and do it yourself because it is very interesting, very simple. Answers are there. The only thing we have to find out which is the correct answer and write there. Don't worry, definitely I will send you the answer key, not immediately after this class. You may have to wait up to evening. Now the next activity, that is in page number 15 of the workbook. What do these mouth expressions mean? Choose the right meaning from the box. Here 5 expressions are given. The meaning of those expressions are given in the box below. We have to find out the meaning, exact meaning of each expression and write them correctly. I shall read the expressions which are given there. Mouth to mouth, by word of mouth, have a big mouth, mouth watering, hand to mouth. I think you are familiar with at least 1 or 2 expressions and meanings which are given here. Food that looks or smells good, a way to help someone to start breathing again with just enough money to live on, by speaking and not by writing, to talk too much. Now we will see the answers. Mouth to mouth means a way to help someone to start breathing again. Giving CPR, such things I hope you are familiar with. A photograph I have added here. If someone has breathing difficulty. Next, by word of mouth, by speaking and not by writing. Have a big mouth, to talk too much. Mouth watering, definitely so familiar to us. Food that looks or smells good, there will be too much saliva in our mouth. Then hand to mouth, with just enough money to live on. We just manage to live with the money we have. Next we have page number 16 and 17 in workbook. This is a writing practice. We are asked to write a composition. Hints are provided. This is about anesthesia. Do you remember the little boy a visit to doctor whose adenoids were removed without any anesthetic? Use the hints given here to write a composition on anesthetics. Hints are provided there. I am not going to read the hints. The blank space to write the composition also is provided in the workbook, page number 17. How to begin the composition. Few lines are given. Anesthesia is the state of being unable to feel pain. This state is usually produced by drugs, medicines. So the main purpose of giving an anesthetic is to control pain. It's a kind of injection. Now the more hints are there. Blank page is there. you have to write yourself. After writing the composition, you may take the photograph of what for the composition you have written and please send to me either through Google Classroom or through WhatsApp. Definitely a sample essay I will send you afterwards. Now we are going back to our textbook. Textbook page number 26. Let's enrich our word stock. Study the following pairs of sentences. The doctor took out the child's adenoids. The nurse took away the child's adenoids. Which of the two persons actually removed the adenoids from the child's mouth? The doctor, of course. Here the confusion comes with the took out or took away. In order to understand it, we should know the meaning of took out and took away. To take out is a phrasal verb which means to remove something from inside somebody's body, especially a part of it. To take away is also another phrasal verb which means to carry away. Now we are going to see. Now look at each of these pairs of sentence and answer the questions that follows. So as I have told you, we must know the meaning of these phrasal verbs. Then only we will be able to understand those sentences and we will be able to give the correct answer. Anil backed off when I was being bullied. Sunil backed me up when I decided to quit basketball. Which boy is a better friend? God only knows which one is better friend, no? Here, the answer I have given here, Sunil. Why Sunil? Because I shall explain why Sunil is the best friend. Back off is also another phrasal verb which means to move backward in order to get away from somebody, something frightening or unpleasant. To just escape from a situation. Here, when I was bullied by others, Anil just left the place. And backed me. Back up means back somebody or something up to provide support for somebody or something. When I decided to quit basketball, Sunil was there to support me. So, which boy is best friend, better friend? Sunil is the better friend. Now, Shalini put away her books and went to bed. Malini put down her books and went to bed. Which girl is neater? Shalini is neater. Why Shalini is neater? Put something away to put something in the place where it is kept because you have finished using it. That is the correct way of keeping things. Then put something down to stop holding something and place it somewhere. Now I hope you understood. Now next is Arun ran across some valuable books. Varun ran away with some valuable books. Which of the two boys is a thief? My God. Again, who is going to be the thief? Varun is the thief. Why Varun is the thief? That we will understand. Run across is a phrasal verb. Run across somebody or something. To meet somebody or find something by chance. Here, Arun found some books by chance, whereas run away to leave somebody or place, suddenly to escape from somebody or a place. He ran away with the books, with some valuable books. So he is a thief. Varun. Mrilanili went into the garden and picked some mangoes. Dilreen went into the garden and picked up some mangoes. Picked some mangoes and picked up some mangoes. But there is difference. In which case had the mangoes already fallen from the tree? Again we got confused. But answer I shall tell you. Dilreen. How it comes? Pick up means pick something up to take or collect something. Pick means pick something to take flowers, fruit, etc. from the plant or the tree where they are growing. So, picked up means already they are fallen. We are picking up from the ground. Now, Pushpa never talks to her parents. Oh, very bad, no? Shobha never talks back to her parents. Is it Which of the two girls is polite? Shobha. Talk back is a phrasal verb to answer somebody rudely, especially somebody in authority. To talk means to open your mouth and talk with someone. So Shobha never talks back rudely, never behave rudely to parents. So she is a polite. Now I hope, my friends, you understood it. Now we have another simple and interesting activity in page number 26 of our textbook. Match the medical instruments and supplies with the context they are used in. Anesthetic, stethoscope, bandage, thermometer, syringe, injection, temperature, operation, heartbeat, wound. If any of your parents or relatives or friends are in medical field, they will help you. But now we are going to see the answers right now itself, because it is very simple activity. You can do it in your textbook itself. Anesthetic used for operation, stethoscope, heartbeat to check heartbeat, bandage whenever we have a wound, a bandage will be used, thermometer to check temperature, syringe for injection. Now we go to page number 28 of our textbook. There is a reason for the same that I shall tell you. Here is again another writing activity. Let's write. Have you ever had a painful experience like the boy in this story? Think of the most painful situation you have faced and describe it in a few sentences. Remember to talk about how you felt at the time. Then try organizing your sentence in the form of a paragraph. Every paragraph has these parts: a main idea put across to the reader through a topic sentence, supporting details written in short, complete sentence. Remember to use full stops and other punctuation marks accurately in your writing. Work out your ideas here. What is your main idea? Yes, was there is any painful incidents in your life? For example, I shall tell you, you lost a good pen that you got as a birthday gift. I hope you will feel very sad. What is your topic sentence? So the lost pen. You are going to write about the pen that is lost. What details do you want to include? You can include the details like that. When did you get the pen? What is the color of the pen? Why you consider it as a most favorite pen of you? Like that, many details you may have to write about. I have told you just it's an example. You can have many other examples. Or personally, as a teacher, I prefer, rather than writing a paragraph, you may write a diary entry, because a painful experience in your life. You may write a diary entry about a painful experience in your life. It is not to just remind you and make you more sad. It is to improve our language, to express ourselves in English. When we remember a painful experiences, that will make us emotionally charged. Once we get an emotion, that will make us to express our emotions, which will make us to use communicative skills or language skills. So it's only a tactics to talk about, to express or write down about a painful experience which are full of emotions, and we just transfer our emotions into a paper. So I request all of you to write down either a paragraph or a diary entry about a painful experience. You can write it in your English notebook. Once you have written, you can take your own time and write down it and kindly send it to me, either to Google Classroom or via WhatsApp. Now we are going to see the next activity that is in the same page itself. Is about self-assessment. Try to assess what you have just written using this table. The description of the experience. This you have to do yourself. The sentences I have used are clear and precise. If you think it is yes, you can put yes. Yes, I think you want to appreciate yourself. You can do it. You are allowed to. It is self-assessment. Nobody is going to assess you. It is you who are going to assess yourself. I consulted the dictionary to use the right words. If you have consulted, then you can write yes. I have not made any errors in punctuation. capitalization or spelling in the sentences I have written, because we have seen all these aspects in today's class. So all these things should be kept in mind while you are writing a paragraph or a diary entry. The experience I have described is worth reading. Suppose that it is being shared with someone, whether they will love to read it or not. Now we move to the final activity, that is actually page number 27 of your textbook, which is a listening activity. Your teacher is going to tell you or play an audio. Definitely I am going to play an audio. With this activity we are coming to an end of our today's class. You have to do these activities. You may have to listen. You listen to the audio that I am going to play for you. Maybe 1 or 2 times you have to listen. There are 2 tasks are there. Those 2 tasks you are doing. In the beginning, listen to the audio and do the first activity, first task. Then once again you listen to the audio, then do the task 2. Dear friends, let's listen to the audio.
Which is the longest river in the world?
The longest single river in the world is the Nile. It flows through Egypt and Sudan, and it is 6,650 kilometers long. The second longest river is the Amazon, which is 6,450 kilometers long. If you count all its tributaries and look at the area it covers, the Amazon is the biggest river in the world. Its tributaries flow through 5 countries in South America. China's longest river and the world's 3rd longest river is the Yangtze Kiang. It is 5,520 kilometers long. There are 2 very long rivers in the United States of America. They are the Missouri, which is roughly 3,000 kilometers long, and the Mississippi, which is about 2,500 kilometers long. Along the way, the Missouri joins the Mississippi, and then the 2 flow together as one river. However, Africa's 2nd longest river, the Congo, is longer than either of these 2 rivers separately. It is 4,670 kilometers long. What about our own Indian rivers? The Brahmaputra is the longest river. It is about 2,900 kilometers long. The second longest is the Ganga. The Ganga is roughly 2,490 kilometers long. Can you find out the length of the other rivers in the list?
Dear students, today's English class has come to an end. You may replay this listening audio once again and do the task 2 also. Thank you. Until we meet in the next English class, take care. Thank you.